Easter. Basket cake. If I have some extra chocolate left here, do you want some?
Yes.
Welcome back to our adventures with cake. Today we're going to be working on this basket cake. So I have put a crumb coat on here because I'm kind of imagining where I want to go with my cake. I want some grass at the top and I want to have the sides have a basket weave. So I have a crumb coat, which is a watered down thin coat of frosting that I'm going to actually cover over with my design. And I've helped myself out a little bit by taking my spatula and going all the way around and putting little lines on it so I know where all of my weave is going to be.
And don't worry about the dog in the background. She's not really starving or anything. She just likes to give that look that she needs to have food. So just ignore that, please.
I have here my tip 47, and I've chosen white as my color, but you could have any color that you want. And so now I'm going to start at kind of an obscure spot, and that way if anything goes wrong or when we go to finish this, if it's not quite right, nobody will notice it. So that's a very good tip for any time that you do cake decorating. I tend to start at the bottom and go up, and now I'm going to start at the top and go down. So here goes with all this going across here. Now there's different ways that you can keep this nice. You could put some dots here, and that way you can guarantee that the next one will be just right. And then once you get some practice, you don't need dots anymore. You can see I always have had a very shaky hand when I decorate, so but you can still do a lot even with a shaky hand. So now I have to think about, there's bumps on this and then there's a smooth side, and I've chosen to have the bumpy side out, so just think about that as you work with this. I've gotten this all set up real nice. It looks kind of like the strings on a football. It's a good start. So now I'm just going to start at the bottom here, and I'm just going to go right over top of all of these. There we go. I have a wet cloth here, and I'm just keeping this nice. So now I can start with a dot right here, so I know how far to go. Now it's really important to go all the way in here and absolutely touch that, okay? Then I go to here, dot, and so we're basically starting our pattern over again. So as you can see, I am just continuing around, and I'm just continuing that pattern, and I'm going to go all the way around. And by the way, if anything ever messes up, you could just scrape it off and do it again. So don't stress out about making it perfect, because real baskets aren't perfect anyway. But you can definitely go all the way around and make a beautiful basket like this. So I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, so we have gotten all the way around, and you can see why I always try to put this at an area where maybe somebody won't see it. You can also put it at the back. The finishing part can sometimes get a little bit goofy, so here goes. We're getting ready to finish this, and I'm just going to make my line. There we go. And now just kind of going across. So just do the best that you can when it comes to closing this. Because like I said, we're going to put it at a place where you may or may not see it.
That is neat.
So we are home sweet home again after all of our busyness. And I'm continuing to work on our basket cake. As you can see, we have it at this spot. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the edge. I'm going to use a little zigzag. I have my tip 18, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this. I try to keep it as close to the edge as I can because sometimes it can give your basket a rounded shape if you get too close to the center of the cake. So it's a balancing act because you don't want it to be so far out that it will fall off the cake, but you don't want it to be so far toward the middle that it makes your cake look like it's round like this. So try things and see what works for you. But I try to get it as close to the edge as I can. That we have the rim done, I have gotten my grass tip, which is the 233. I love this grass tip. It's so much fun. And so I'm going to work on some grass. I'm going to go around in circles. I'm going to go around the edge, and then I'm going to get closer to the middle and closer to the middle until I have it. So here goes. What I do is I get to the bottom, and then I kind of like pull up. You're a really cute bunny, and now you're gonna go on my cake. So this is the fun part. I get to arrange my candies. I just kind of like gotten a variety of all different chocolates and candies and stuff. Now this bunny, it had some scratches on it, so all I had to do was rub it with my fingers, and just the little bit of oil and heat on my fingers were enough to smooth out all the little scratches. So I have some toothpicks because I want my bunny to stand up, so I'm just going to push it in behind here. If you can see that. Just to give him a little bit of support. So I just have a variety of neat little candies and things that we can use to decorate our cake. And I'm going to put some stuff on here, and then if I don't like it, I could just take it off, and then we can try something else. So it's okay. Just feel free to be yourself and just play. This is the fun part that we've been working toward all this time. Okay, time for the bottom. We need a little bit of grass here. Now remember, I always like to try to start where nobody can see what's going on, because you never know what goofiness might happen. So the back is a good spot for that. We're going to put some grass around here just to make things look all natural. And we always like to add that little extra something that they weren't expecting. And definitely they're not going to expect some grass. Alright, as I finish up my cake here, by the way, I want to do a shout out to Brenda Hilton. She had watched our cupcake bouquet video, and she sent me pictures of a cupcake bouquet that she made for her daughter's birthday. So that's fantastic. We're going to put some pictures of it in the video later on. But I'm just going to finish up my cake now. I'm just going to add, those finishing touches, pieces of chocolate here and there. And if I feel like I need to put some more frosting, I might do that too, just to make it stick. kind of playing with it a little.
Very nice, Dana. And with Easter approaching, no better way to celebrate than putting another Easter basket on the table, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So here is our Easter basket cake. I'm going to do another video that has the handle on it to show you how to do that. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you have a great Easter.
Yummy. So I get to eat all this?
Oh, it's going to be a display.
Like to have a carrot?